Hey fam, just a quick little whoop. Got these from the game-winning Game of the Year, Mobile Game of the Year? Mobile Game of the Year. 1600. Right? What do we got? What do we got? Oh. Okay. I'll take it. I think she's up to her boring one. Oh, I feel like I have at least one Eidolon for her, but maybe I don't. Junko, what do you think? Eidolon? Yeah, I do. Okay. Target with survival response can resist a debuff application.
Everyone needs some time alone.
That's nice. I'll take it. I mean, obviously I'll take it. I've got no choice about whether I take it. Yeah, I've been working on March. Fuck, when you're at these high levels, getting good stuff, like I've got boots, but her skills are based off her defense. And the only gold boots I rolled on have attack on them. So just not doing anything about that just now. I did that battle probably 10 times to try and get those boots. Anyway, I'll see you in a minute with the real episode. Hey everybody! Welcome. It's another episode of Honkai Star Rail. What am I doing? Last time I tried and failed to beat an evil eye. Oh, it's like the evil eye. Oh, do you think that's on purpose? Do we think that's? I think that's probably on purpose. Wow. That's amazing. I'm actually all about that. That's actually pretty cool. I just got a lot closer to my mic. Sorry, future me, who's editing the audio. What have I been doing since I last talked to you? Well, I know I talked about making March stronger for that fight, and I did make her a bit stronger. But I can't actually remember what I did, to be completely honest with you. Oh, I think I re-kitted her gear. That's what I did. I think these were all just purples before. But I've since thought twice about that in terms of like where you put your effort in terms of like good characters versus bad characters. Not that March is a bad character by any means, but she is like slipping a little bit in terms of usefulness. And we've got I have other characters who I know are rated really highly, like Payla, and this new chick is rated reasonably high. And I'm kind of like, it's actually getting really hard to level people up now that I've got most people past 60. Like, I just have no money. I have no in-game credits. Where does that show? Inventory. Yeah, look, I'm poor. And everything takes money to do. You may not have paid attention to this before, because I didn't pay attention to this before. But like every time you put points into anything, it costs credits. And so yeah, I'm at the bottom of the barrel. So anyway, I'm going to now try that fight again with Hanya, Payla, Imbibida, Danhang, and Hua. Obviously, like, I don't have any choice about having her in the party. She has to be in the party. Again, don't know if it's going to work because she's still only level 60. I've ascended her, but she's only level 60. And her... I don't have any money. This is the thing. I keep going in these circles where it's like, no, you don't have any money. Fuck you. I wonder if I have a more leveled up Nihilinity. No. That's interesting. It's funny because I literally have been spending hours of time leveling all this shit up. It's like, too bad, so sad, this won't do anything for you. I might just switch to this for this fight. Because this is a better one for her. Payla, I just established I don't have anything better. I think she's already got a really good one, and he's got a pretty good one too. See, even this I don't have leveled up. Oh yeah. And yes, I know you can run, like, do runs for this stuff. Trust me, I have been. I have done 2 runs of the Simulated Universe today. I've run this like 5 times and this twice, and look at this compared to what it was last time. Yeah, I'm ripping through stuff at the moment. Oh, but I did want to quickly do a warp with you guys because I do have enough for one of these. You never know. Something great could happen. I don't know where I'm at in terms of the pities on these. Obviously not at a gold. I really want this tuxedo mask guy. Oh yeah, okay. Because I don't have any damage dealing. Oh, I don't have that. Genius's Repose. Okay, that was a bit av, but whatever. I don't have any DPS main physical characters other than technically Ginger G, but like, yeah. So I didn't want him, but now I do. But anyway, there's nothing I can do about it. Either I'll get him in the time or I won't. Almost halfway to another warp. I mean, past halfway to another warp. 13 more days. I'll at least get 1 more, I reckon, before the end of the time. I obviously don't have a pity due for ages, so it'll just be luck. Am I doing? Oh, I wanted to check that. Thingy me bobby, like cone that I just got. Where even do they live in here? They don't live in here, do they? Yes, they do. New. Here we go. Erudition. That's like Aster and stuff, right? We're in with it. These 2 are erudition. So like DPS on big groups. Anyway, each now has a role to play. It increases the wearer's attack by 16%. When the wearer defeats an enemy, the wearer's crit damage increases by 24% for 3 turns. That seems quite good. Defeats an enemy. Attack increases by 4% versus this one. Crit damage increases by 24%. I'll have a look and see what the stats are on those. Not that I can afford to level them up right now, but, you know, they exist. It's good to know what's good to invest in. All right, anyway, there was a whole lot of blibbity-blabbity blob where I didn't actually do anything. So let's head back to the quest. What? No. I'm not doing my trial of equilibrium. Where's my quests? No, stop pressing the same button over and over, Momo. Fixed Roll Garden. Let's go. I presume it will force me to watch some cutscene again. I'll cut out anything that's too repetitive. That right there. That's the critical. Oh, this is gonna take a while to get back to where I was, huh? Oh no! This is like part way through, right? Let's go.
Have you made up your mind? Let's go.
Okay. Completely miss. Well, I suppose this is technically correct, but it's also a little bit confusing. Right, so. Yeah. It's a tricky fight. It's much easier. Tell you what, it's much easier when you've got oh, but that's not going to let me change my team. Let me try it again.
Have you made up your mind? Let's go.
Oh, what was I trying to say? It's much easier when you've got Kafka in your party. I've been fighting the same enemy group because she's now like a thing that gives you stuff for a character, like a mini boss. And it's easy because I can have support from other people's characters. Anyway, I'll bring you back where we left off.
Excellent. I will keep my promise. Oh no, they're stealing the power of the other Helio.
Welcome back, everyone.
With this strength, I will be undefeatable.
Let's see if that is true. Do you think my team is a bit underpowered?
Let's go again, shall we?
Let's find out if it's enough. Okay, that's right. She loses HP when we kill other people. Right. Yes.
You monster! Time to suffer. Try that again. You can't run. Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move.
Do a good job, March. I believe in you.
Awaken, dormant scales. World-cleansing dragon.
The smell of sin.
A great line.
Don't come any closer.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
Yeah.
I shall be the judge. I'm scared.
Stay put!
Yes. Be brave, Hua Hua.
Get them!
Heaven's surge. Break!
A mere pawn.
Okay.
Here! Try that again. Time to suffer. You can't run!
By the will of the 10 Lords. The 10 Lords' decree, hereby ordained. Recount.
Get them!
Oh.
Try that again.
Okay. We're better than we were at this point in the fight
It's
last
quite
time.
troublesome.
We lost someone.
They've consumed too many we die from exhaustion.
We've still got a chance, puppet. Sierra said it themselves. There's a fragile balance when Helio... You know what to do, don't you? But what?
Yep.
These pawns. I struggle. Be my subject.
can't win. You just cheat.
Useless! Get yourself together!
They just won't die! We can't beat them!
Not so fast! You've got me, haven't you? See you on the other side.
You wretch! What are you doing? Get out! Get out!
Messing them up, Tail. Okay.
The smell of sin. By the will of the Ten Lords. The Ten Lords decree, hereby ordained.
Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome
Smash them for me, March. Nice. Yeah,
Awaken dormant
let's
scales.
do this as well.
World cleansing dragon.
Might as well. It's gonna be more useful when
I shall be the judge.
the next guy comes out, but
Get out!
Hey, Cirrus! Why don't you try swallowing me, too, huh?
Are you insane? Why are you helping humans?
Why? You need a reason? How about this one? I'd rather help a human than a conniving simpleton like you.
Ah! I won't let Mr. Tail sacrifice himself in vain! Talismans on my
okay.
hand!
Cool. I think she just healed us, which, you know, like, cool, but that's just what they do. Healers, I mean. It's not that exciting.
Tough luck running into me!
Okay, cool. Let's protect our group.
Here!
From dying too massively.
Try that again!
This is serious.
Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move!
Cool. Yep, that
Recount.
person is the weakest, so let's do that. He's confused, I think. Just gonna enhance once.
Unscathed.
Oh, I should have done that. I should have actually.
Awaken dormant scales.
That's really
World cleansing dragon.
Okay, got one of them there. Cool. Can you please? Oh, choices. Get this debuff off me, please.
Try that again!
Inevitable.
You can't run!
Unscathed. By the will of the Ten Lords. The Ten Lords decree, hereby ordained.
Time to suffer!
Oh, okay. Good thing we've all got shields on.
Suppress.
Try that again!
Caught in a web. Subdue.
Hey, Hua, do you want to maybe help with the fact that we've all got debuffs on us?
I shall be the judge.
I won't let Mr. Tail sacrifice
Thank you.
himself in
No,
vain.
you didn't do what your class actually does when you're normally applied.
Surrender.
Be great if I could just control her.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move!
Okay.
Recount.
I must admit, it's been a hot minute since I
Running into me.
read how her abilities work.
Awaken dormant scale. World cleansing
I
dragon.
know she regenerates skill points for us, but I'm like, how does she do that? Oh, a phase 2, you say?
Here!
By
Fancy
the will
that.
of the Ten Lords decree, hereby ordained. Bow to justice.
Nothing happened.
I sense a storm.
Now that's interesting.
Heaven surge. Break.
A mere pawn.
Yes.
I shall be the judge.
My turn.
The strength.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move.
I think when I've got this thing, you know, I can actually just read how my own characters work. Skill. For every 2 basic attacks, skills, or ultimates you can use on an enemy with build upper, immediately recover a skill point. Okay. So it's worth putting it
Conflict
on the
requires undivided focus.
person who's going to be alive for the longest.
A mere pawn. You can't run.
Awaken dormant scales. World cleansing dragon.
Still in denial.
Component damage. Copy.
You're annoying.
Suppress.
You can't run.
Unscathed.
Time to suffer.
Wheel of karma. Subdue.
Wah-wah. Could you please heal?
Won't let Mr. Tail
Thank
sacrifice
you.
himself in vain.
By the will of the 10 lords, the 10 lords decree, hereby ordained.
Yeah, put that on her again.
Recount.
Threat raised.
And
Heaven surge.
take out the little guy.
Threat raised.
A mere pawn. Talismans on my command.
Awaken
Yeah,
dormant
cool.
scales. World cleansing dragon.
I'll be annoyed if Sarah brings a whole lot of ads in the next move. But, you know, I might just hang on to March's ultimate for that reason.
Phew.
This is serious.
Threat raised.
Heaven surge.
Oh, actually, cancel that. 1, 2.
Component damage.
Once again, if I could just control her. Oh, I guess maybe the point is like she doesn't have her tail with her, so she can't do her ultimate right now.
I shall be the judge.
Component
It does
damage.
actually
Ready
make
for
The will of the 10 lords decree, hereby ordained.
Yeah, can you...
Here.
I sense a storm.
Time to suffer.
Hoolay!
Caught in a web. By the 10 lords.
I won't let Mr. Tail sacrifice himself in vain. Gotta try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move.
Component damage.
Can you please remove his debuffs? Thank you. Yeah, you say that,
again.
but
Unscathed.
I'm gonna
Awaken
punch you in the
dormant scales. World
face.
cleansing dragon.
Failed.
Boom! Take that, Ghostface! The unanticipated trip. Whoa! That went by way too fast.
I wonder how Hua Hua is doing. I should check up on her.
Okay, I'm sorry that I can't tell you what was said there. Who are these little guys? Is he one of the 10 lords? Oh, he's a possessed spiritfarer. Hang on.
The one possessing Hua Hua seems to have disappeared. I don't know if I should be happy or sad for her. Never mind. I've never been good at figuring out emotions.
That's fair.
Thank you for your assistance, Nameless. Reinforcements from the Ten Lords Commission will be here soon, and Gwenifin will be sent to an apothecary.
Your body seems to be severely malfunctioning.
It is only an artificial ingenium body. I can swap into another one easily. Do not worry.
I don't see Judge Hanya anywhere.
Hanya returned to the Ten Lords Commission after you left. She's coming with the reinforcements as we speak.
Is Cirrus dead?
No, the demon lives on. They even possessed a young spiritfarer under my command. As starfire essences, the Heliobi will never die. The records in the Ten Lords Commission's evil-binding tomes were all real. Cirrus lost most of their power and poses no danger for the time being. But they will remain a threat for as long as they exist. Thankfully, the Ten Lords Commission had prepared other sacred vessels to suppress the Heliobi. We will construct a matrix all over this abandoned garden and seal the Heliobi within. The Sanzhou will live to see another day. We can leave the rest to the Ten Lords Commission from here. Even I feel like I need a rest.
I like her voice actor. Oh no, wait, that's confusing. Let's be Ginger G. Talk with Cirrus. Where is Cirrus? Is she in this little chat?
Don't even think about sealing me in the Matrix!
Uh-huh.
Oh, you wretched fools! Tail, the judges, you, one day... One day, sooner or later, I'll tear you all to pieces. I'll crunch your bones to dust, sap every drop of your strength, and spit you out into the dirt where you belong.
Leave that kid alone.
Kid? As a spiritfarer, he's already experienced more than you could in a lifetime.
I don't know, I've done quite a few things.
For as long as I'm sealed in the Matrix, I will inhabit this body. The judges can stake as many talismans and pour as much enchanted water on this flesh as they'd like. I don't care. As long as they want to save their own, I still have a bargaining chip.
I mean, do they want to save their own? Will they sacrifice one kid?
Already forgetting me?
I hope you repent.
Heliobi are faced with only a single punishment. Eternal imprisonment. They can lock me up, but they can't kill me.
What tricks can you possibly pull as you are now?
There are many, little pawn. I will exist forever.
I mean, I guess that is kind of a bit of a winning hand.
I
Being
have
a little...
lived for countless years. I existed before the Alliance was even an idea. And once the Alliance is turned to dust, I will continue to exist for countless more Amber eras. I can wait. I'll wait for humans to let their guard down. I'll wait till the Matrix drawn over Fictional Garden collapses. Time and opportunity will always be on my side.
Bye.
We will meet again. I wasn't the only Heliobus to escape when the creation furnace was destroyed. There are more of us than the mere few in Fictional Garden. Where are they now? And what will they do to the Luofu?
I do not like that voice
I look
acting.
forward to seeing how the Ten Lords Commission responds in the coming days.
I see what they've done. They've tried to kind of make it like old and young, male and female all at the same time. But I don't know, it just doesn't feel like it's got enough depth.
Mr. Tail!
What happened?
Tail distracted Cirrus. He helped us so much, but now he's gone. I can't sense him anywhere. He's gone.
because of him that I ended up in this terrible job. And I've thought so much about how much better my life would be if I never met him. But now that he's actually gone, I feel so empty inside. I really am useless. I've been looking forward to this day for so long, and now that it's here, I don't feel happy at all.
Heliobi don't die that easily.
Wait, you're right. Madame Shrei said that Heliobi are eternal flames that will never burn away. Mr. Tail, he must still be out there somewhere. Don't worry, Miss Trailblazer. I'm okay. I need to pull myself together and finish the job.
Yeah.
Oh, the Ten Lords Commission contacted Miss Guinaifin's friend, Miss Sushang. I can't leave my post, so, could you let Miss Sushang know what happened?
Sure.
She'll be relieved.
I mean, relieved that Guinevere has to go to hospital? Okay. Where do I have to go? All the way back here. Okay. Let's do that then. What did I want to say about all of that?
Dumplings and steamed buns. The buns are huge.
The buns are the best. No, wow, my brain's really struggling with putting two thoughts in a row. Oh, what I wanted to say was I was just editing an episode today of this, of back when we were in Balabog, and we were like, it was up to that bit where we were like trying to convince Svarog to do stuff, and it was just like kind of tedious. Like, you've got to do stuff, and like the storyline like had good roots, like it had good bones, but it kind of like the dialogue and stuff wasn't ever quite sharp or polished enough to kind of really pull off the emotive depth that could have been there. Anyway, I had put a little thing on it because at the end of the episode I had said out loud, like, if nobody's watching, I'll get to the end of kind of the Balabog storyline and then I'll stop recording. I'll just play on my own or whatever. And obviously I haven't done that because we're up to episode 58 or 59 at the moment. And so I put this note saying, don't worry, I keep going. I've recorded 57 episodes or whatever. And I also wrote, and the storyline gets better as we go along. And just reading that, just as we were going through this bit just now, I was like, does it get better, Momo? But I feel engaged with it. Do you feel engaged with it? Like, the dialogue's still kind of clunky a lot of the time. I really enjoyed all the stuff with Dan Heng. That was really well done, I thought. Like, it wasn't sophisticated, but it was like all the like emotive points were satisfying. And there's lots of little subtle moments with the story, like in weird shit that you read and stuff like that, where you go like, oh, that's quite cool. But overall, most of the time, I'd say it's like the solid 6.5, which is not bad, but it's certainly not stunning either. What do you guys think? What would you give it out of 10?
An outline of what happened in the apothecary. Can you tell me more?
It's complicated. You explain what happened to Sushang.
Thanks for telling me everything. I didn't think things would get so out of hand. I would have been able to help you if I were there too.
For some reason I can't turn on auto dialogue at the moment. Unless I can.
Oh, you don't need to worry about little Gwei. She won't be able to sit still even in a sick ward. I'm sure she'll come find you again in no time. I'm heading to the apothecary to check up on her. Catch you later.
Thanks. Okay, we completed. But it's not really complete, is it? Because how does Wahua have a tail and not have a tail at the same time? You know, like our Wahua has a tail. Maybe it's one of those things where it's just like, explore supernatural events in Fixtural Garden with Gwyneth, subdue the great Heliobus Cirrus, and resolve the Heliobus crisis. The dangers in my heart. I had a really funny one the other day, which I clicked through too fast to save for you guys, but it was something like bring a gun to a knife fight or something like that. And I got it for doing more than 10,000 damage to someone who had less than 1% of their health left, which was quite amusing. Oh, whoa! I just went up heaps. Oh, it was just 2 levels. Okay. But still, I won't complain. Let's just have a look at the missions. Okay, we've got my equilibrium, which I'm starting to feel like I'm almost ready for that. I mean, the money alone is tempting. These are tempting. We've got all of these. We still have to finish the one where I need to battle Yangqing. It's still quite a hard fight. But maybe I am ready for that. What's the time? How long have I been playing for? 43 minutes. Okay. Let's go do it. Let's go do it. I must say, I thought that there would be more to do with that. I thought that was more than just fighting that last fight. Oh! There is more for it. What? Find a total of 6 treasures. Complete the Pathfinder challenge a total of 6 times in Fixtural Garden. Collect a total of 16 dispersed Helio by using the Exorcist Psycrane. What? What is all this about? Okay? Influencer campaign. What the heck is all this stuff? Channels. I suppose we should go find out what this is, huh? Ooh. Kate Peha Kwe. That is not correct Maori for the situation. What I just said is, how are you? Like, what kind of state are you in? Complete. Examine light cone. I'm not afraid. Abundance. Increases the wearer's max HP by 8 when the wearer uses the skill, increases outgoing healing. I mean, we have much the same. Uses skill. Interesting. I feel like some of these are based on ultimates. Amass fans to unlock light cone super. What an amazing combination of letters! Exorcismal Fulu. I'll claim that. Go. Where? Let's teleport here and see what happens. I do want to do the Yangqing thing. But what is this asking me to do? Go. Gwyneth, hey, do you have time right now? Can we meet up in Fixtural Garden? Are you alright? What are you planning to do at the Fixtural Garden? By the way, are you feeling any better now? Aw, thanks for the concern. People like me who have to hustle all day out there under the sun are all pretty tough. The healers in the Alchemy Commission have looked me over. Besides a bit of a shock and some bruises, I'm totally fine. Actually, Hanya personally invited us for a meeting. Well, why don't you just come over to Fixtral Garden so we can talk in person? Texting is too much of a hassle. Okay. All right. So we did, there is more. Let's go chat with him. I'm sorry how much I'm yawning. Can I get there from here? Maybe not. What? Oh, I feel like it's time for some quick reads. Foxian drum chanting, Lament of the Six Follies. Amidst the cosmos's glittering stars, there lay a prosperous realm, the old verdant home. Its lands were lush and the seasons fair, a scene beyond mortal ken and ordinary flair. Unexpected war struck with conqueror's greed, and the Borussian storm rolling the old verdant home greatly indeed. Oceans of blood flew where'er canine barbarians went. Foxians wallowed and wailed, their homes buried and rent. Our people lamented amidst bitter wind's chills, as they looked on their homes, tears covering the hills. Suppressing their sighs, they mourned for this change, beseeching the gods to stop the Borussians' rampage. The Foxians hid from the world, fleeing from war, and among them 6 brothers, wandering from day till nightfall. But cold and starved, in the end they fell sick, twisted, their fates, fortunes catastrophic. Overcome by anguish, they fell to their knees, wailing out lamentations that shook the mountains and seas. Their weeping echoes soared up to the skies. A celestial descended, heeding their cries. The brothers asked the celestial's name, and so the master with their staff did proclaim, "The master of immortality am I," and asked, "Why, O six, do you whimper and cry?" Eldest brother cried, for he feared the Borussians' sharp blades, how their weapons could pierce and slaughter with rage. Second brother sobbed due to the pain of disease, illness deep-rooted, a pain none could ease. Third brother lamented out of cowardice and fear, driven near witless by the 2 savage curs. It doesn't rhyme in my accent. Fourth brother, weak and powerless was born, unable to run and with all hope forlorn. Fifth brother witnessed the slaughter of family and friends, the living enslaved, his heart torn a rent. Sixth brother longed for peace to descend, that war might conclude and all hatreds be spent. Master of immortality, with a compassionate gaze, heard out the 6 brothers as they laid out their pains. Brothers' cries ceaseless till all concerns vented, beseeching the master for miracles granted. To dread not the blade, the brute, nor disease, to fear not the thief, the invader, nor fiend, to pass vales and crags as if it were flat plains, to finally know peace, reft of anxiety or pain. To eldest brother regeneration was granted, second brother to be free of disease was enchanted, third brother gifted endless courage, confidence unmatched, fourth brother wings to grow on his back, to lift him away from the threat of attack. Fifth brother freed from all concerns, all anguish and all grief, all mortal yearns. Sixth brother only, for reasons unknown, no power was gifted, no revelation shown. Having bestowed many gifts of power and skill, the master then left, and in their wake all was still, leaving 5 brothers who all blessings had gained, and a 6th with no obvious gift to his name. Yet the master did not forget the 6th reward, for in time all would know he had not been ignored. As the Borussian army attacked Foxian hills, the 5 brothers unveiled divine power and skills. Using miraculous powers, they drove back the foe, the great martial heroes bringing the Borussian great woe. For their crushing victories, legends the brothers became, as dogs ceased their attacks, fearing even their names. But one day fate turned, and no forewarning given. In the blink of an eye, all hope was killed, a plague risen. Eldest brother's wound and festered, rotting within. Second brother, free of ill health, spread disease to his kin. Third brother's mind twisted and poisoned with hate. Fourth brother's body coerred with feathers like leaves coming awake. Fifth brother, all consciousness lost, sat immobile as stone, but the sixth brother was untouched for no reason known. Alone the sixth brother raided Borisian bands, all elder brothers lost to the plague author's hands. With no hope of salvation and no gift of grace, the powerless brother only sought death's embrace. The Borisian war mutar smiled slyly at sixth brother's words, then waved and called for his personal guards. So the sixth brother was the one who wanted war to end, right? Sixth brother was untied, made to sit among erstwhile foes, as the war mutar in plain speech explained his woe. Granted, the merciful one's blessings were your brothers like we, champions of the master of immortality. In savage nature and cunning, and even in form, you are like us, as a mirror informs. Shocked to his core at the word's revelation, he looked back to the glass with much hesitation. The face that looked back was by cruelty twisted, blessed with canine ears and a snout that the master had gifted. Lamentable, oh how lamentable, for this is how. The sixth gained miracles against their wishes, living dreamlike away from calamity and strife, obtaining the merciful one's immortality by a chance meeting, only to be possessed by the plague and losing much worse than a life. Do not dream of peace with the abominations of abundance. Do not harbour any delusion of possible coexistence. Only when the skybow has eliminated all demons and monsters shall we ever see the arrival of eternal peace. Wow. That's an interesting, that's really interesting. I'm glad I read that. So that's the history of the Foxian people and how a war was ended. I kind of like, I love...
The engine people, they're always crafty. Probably trying to fool you. Don't fall for their tricks.
The concept that the only way to stop a war was to become like the thing that you were fighting against. What's going on with this lamp? I don't know. I like how kind of uncomfortable that is. Are you an enemy? Yes. No? Urumaton's spectral envoy. This area has been sealed off by the Ten Lords Commission. Kindly refrain from lolling about in this area. Please follow me. I'll escort you. Out of here. I can say, I'm one of us. Or the Ten Lords Commission has invited me here. Are you chasing me off? Searching information. Information verified. Urumaton spectral envoy number 437 hereby apologizes for failing to recognize you. I think is what she said. That's all. See you next time. So they are
Hey,
Ray
we're
bots.
Heliobi, not ghosts.
Is that all?
To take a picture with the camera? What? I think this is like triggering quest stuff out of order at the moment. R? Why am I doing this? Who would ever post a friends wanted ad here? Interesting. What? What is going on? My dearest outboarder friend, I am the esteemed Vidyara High Elder. No, you're not. I was wounded by abominations that have been in dormancy for 1,000 years. I only awakened very recently and plan to restore the glory of the Vidyara. I never say that right, but anyway, lineage. Unfortunately, I have lost all worldly possessions and currently find myself in a financial shortfall. So I was hoping you could lend me 50,000 credits. Once I return to the Xianzhou, I'll pay you back tenfold and even let you choose anything you desire from our precious Vidyara treasures. Which High Elder are you? There are so many High Elders on the Xianzhou. Who exactly are you? Tell me your name and maybe it's someone I know. Well, I'd rather not reveal my identity to avoid drawing unwanted attention. After all, I'm not on the Xianzhou. Don't worry, I'll ask you in person. I say, you're not on the Xianzhou? Wait a sec, I think I know who you are. Hang on, I'm coming to say hi. And they just say question mark, question mark, question mark in return. Okay, love that. Dan Heng asked to borrow money from me? Is it no, Jinji. Is he for real? What am I gonna do? I'll forward the message to Dan Heng. He uses an alt account to borrow money from you. You can even make this up even in your dreams. Hang on. You can't tell what this behavior is based on. Is it habitual teasing between close friends or the vigilance of being on the road that forces you to ask him for confirmation? Ultimately, you decide to forward the anonymous message on to Dan Heng himself. Dan Heng, I met an imposter. I didn't send that message, says Dan Heng. Don't fall for it, and don't transfer any credits, Jinji. Be careful if you receive these kinds of messages in the future. By the way, you didn't actually get scammed and transfer any credits, did you? Would you help me if I got scammed? He says, don't worry, I'd help you. I'll take you to the Realm Keeping Commission to report the case. Thanks. Okay. We got an achievement for that. Not quite sure why, but there we go.
In order to catch Heliobi on the run, the Ten Lords Commission has devised a few... gadgets.
Gadgets? We love a good gadget.
Looks good.
Someone like singing like traditional Chinese opera style?
There's always this peculiar smell coming from that person. I can't bear it anymore.
Sholing. Working in Fixtural Garden is actually quite nice. At least I don't have to deal with people's moods. Jinji, you didn't hear me talking to myself just now, did you? I heard you. You were just letting off steam. Thank you for understanding, Jinji. How did it feel using the Lunumbra Gourd, the Ten Lords Commission's sacred vessel, to imprison Heliobi in one fell swoop? It feels more like magic than technology. Xianzhou people love to conceal all kinds of technology inside simple shapes. Well, as I have time on my hands... Oh, shit. Let me just tell you a secret. The Lunumbra Gourd can absorb more than just Heliobi. It can absorb humans too! What? Are you, like, pulling my leg? If I call your name, the Lunumbra Gourd's system will begin to recognize your voice print. If you respond, the gourd will disengage its power limiters and draw you inside? You're joking? Give it a try and you'll see. I hear that if a person is absorbed into the Lunumbra Gourd, then affixed with a Ten Lord Commission special talisman, they will be reduced to pus within an hour? What? I happen to have a Lunumbra Gourd on me. Would you like to try, Jinji? The guard takes out the Lunumbra Gourd and points the mouth at you. Jinji, I'm calling your name. Dare you respond? I'm the Galactic Baseballer. Before you can react, you find yourself surrounded in darkness. You didn't really trap me inside, did you? Ta-da! You weren't sucked into the gourd. I just used a blindfold to cover your eyes. What little shit? Not bad, right? That saved me from my boredom a little. Let me give you this as an apology for my little trick. Was there anything else you needed from me? I'd like to ask you something. I can say, has anyone told you you've got a nasty personality? I'm gonna say it just to be a dick. I don't think so. I just like to grumble, says Sholing. I thought that coming to be stationed in Fixtural Garden was going to be a happy thing. I didn't realize that this place had been abandoned for so long and that nothing interesting happened here. Even the Alchemy Commission where Hunming is stationed is more interesting. You may have a point, Ginger G. After all, there are a lot of strange people in the Ten Lords Commission. As the saying goes, you are the company you keep. Maybe I got influenced by them as well. I don't really care about these other things. Oh, I got a hypnotic hammer as a reward for talking to him. Sup, team?
Yo, what's up? You're finally here. Without you, our ghost hunting squad would be nothing.
Uh-huh.
I'm alarmed.
Hey, I'm a reliable squad member too.
Sure, when you're not passed out in fear.
Cut it out. If you keep teasing me, I'm not gonna perform my boulder smashing trick for you anymore.
So, I only... I don't know if this is what do you call it? Wow, I've really lost the word. So, the boulder smashing thing. In another story, I've read about boulder smashing as being like a kind of like something that I don't know why I'm so tired. That's not true. I do know why I'm so tired. I didn't sleep last night. That's why. Like busking, you know? Like a street art type thing. Where people would smash a boulder on their chest. Just with their hands. Like, my kung fu is so powerful that I have iron chest and I can smash a boulder on my chest. I don't know if that's what she's referring to. But there you go. What is this ghost hunting squad all about?
The official name is the Ten Lords Commission Special Operations Team for the Heliobi Containment Breach Incident. That was the name given to us by decree of the Ten Lords. Since we managed to survive the Fixedral Garden incident, the Ten Lords decided to entrust us with hunting down and subduing the Heliobi using our special skills.
What is making that sound? What special skills?
Hua is a judge of the Ten Lords Commission, and I'm a Cloud Knight. We must answer the call to the best of our abilities. And this one here is an Outworlder who's done great things for the sake of the Xianzhou.
And Gwyneth is an influencer?
Why did little Gui have to get dragged into this? This mission is too dangerous for a civilian.
Ugh, I get it. You don't think I have any special skills, so I'll just get in the way?
Yeah.
Every flower and tree on the Xianzhou is significant in its own way. Miss Gui has her own strengths, too.
I mean,
As
she's
a
a
famous
great
street
party
performer and live streamer, she has precisely the skills we need to acquire intel for our mission.
Does she? How? What?
That's right. This expedition was commissioned by the Ten Lords themselves. I am unsure as to why they attached so much importance to this endeavor, but I have a theory.
And what is that theory? I don't have any more questions, but I do.
Miss Gui has set up a social media account under the guise of investigating paranormal phenomena and unexplained mysteries. We can use it to gather intel for our mission.
Okay.
You hear that, Sushong? I'm a key member of the squad! They said I could be a Ten Lords Commission intelligence hawk!
I might not be a scholar, but I don't think calling someone a hawk is a compliment.
Mm-hmm.
The Ten Lords Commission has specially entrusted Judge Huohuo with commanding the ghost hunting squad, so please make sure to follow her lead in all matters related to the Heliobi.
Okay.
That's right. I won't let us down.
Oh, good on you for being brave, Hua Hua. After Hanya delivers the task, she leaves. Oh, what? I want her to be on my team of cool people. What are we at? An hour. Okay, I might leave the episode there because I feel like once we start, the next thing is going to take for fucking ever. Oh, there's all sorts of things to pick up around here. Hang on, I'll just read this. Those who have committed the 10 unpardonable sins shall face the punishment of death. However, certain prisoners, either due to their indestructible nature or special status, will be consigned to the depths of the shackling prison for eternal imprisonment. That's where Dan Hung was, right? Before he was exiled? Here's the list of such special prisoners. Prisoner... or... Zhiga? I think is how you say that. I could be wrong. I apologize if I'm wrong. Zhiga prototype. Summary of crimes. Initiated the Arumatan Rebellion. During the Three Sufferings era. This individual instigated the rebellion of the Arumatans, resulting in heavy casualties for the Alliance. Detention method. Its core, so it might be a robot, must be permanently preserved in a jar made of celeste gold alloys. The walls of the jar must be no thinner than 7 inches, and the jar must be filled with an inert liquid medium. No engineer devices are permitted in the cell. Any violators will be charged with the crime of prison break. Remarks. This Automatan is an important weapon designed by the Primeval Imperium for warfare. Its metal limbs are significantly larger than those of contemporary automatons and must be disassembled and stored separately. They must not be used for any purpose other than warfare. Prisoner, Flint Emperor. Summary of crimes. Instigated the Heliobi Wars of Possession. Detention method. This prisoner must be confined in an invisible cell to immobilize it. Special engineer must be placed in the prison to continuously deplete its energy. Remarks. Anyone in contact with it must wear a talisman or reside in an isolated room to avoid its influence on the mind. General Huayan has unrestricted access to visit this prisoner. Ooh, who's that? And why do they get to go in? Prisoner Ming Shao. Summary of crimes. One of the Sky Defender commanders of the Wing Weavers. Weren't these the people that, what's her name works with? The Denizens of Abundance race. Accountable for numerous acts of invasions and associated war crimes. Detention method. This prisoner must be confined alone in a cell with restraints attached to their wings. Oh, maybe not. I was thinking of Yukong. That's who I was thinking of, because she was a pilot, right? As the prisoner exhibits a cooperative attitude most of the time, their reasonable demands may be met to maintain their calmness. Do not mention Jingliu when conversing with this prisoner. Now, who the hell is that? I feel like we know who that is. Jingliu. Is that a character that we have? Or something? Oh, yeah, that's the ice chickie, right? Like, we don't have her, but, Prisoner Zhao Fu. Summary of crimes. The writer of the Ho Hin Him Hyo Hin Hin Hyo Ho Hin Yin Hin. The denizens of the Abundance race. Accountable for numerous invasions and associated war crimes. Detention method. This prisoner's cell must be devoid of any light, and gravitational horseshoes must be used on their hooves to restrict their movements. As the prisoner exhibits a cooperative attitude most of the time, their reasonable demands may be met to maintain their calmness. Do not mention Tang Shao when conversing with this prisoner. Again, I know that name from somewhere. Wasn't he someone that was mentioned in about like, wasn't it that general that we had in all the ghosty things? Fuck, I'm gonna have to look this up. Yeah, I think it was that general, or was talked about in those things. Prisoner Hoolay. Summary of crimes. The Boris and Muta. Oh, it's like War Mother, right? War Muta. The denizen of abundance race. Accountable for numerous acts of invasion and associated war crimes. Accountable for the long-term enslavement of Foxians and utilizing their blood for alchemical purposes. Sure. Detention method. This prisoner must be subjected to the punishment of the Forest of Swords and never be pardoned. They must be transferred to different locations on a regular basis. Their shackles must be checked for sturdiness during the transfer, and the air filters in their new cell must be intact and functional. Remarks. 1. The confinement of this prisoner is the foundation of the alliance between the Xianzhou and the Foxians. Any individuals objecting to this sentence should be punished for sowing discord. Anyone who contacts or converses with this prisoner must take poison-proof pellets or wear a breathing mask equipped with a filter cartridge to counteract the effects of the lupitoxin. What is that? 3. The prisoner's place of detention must be changed on a yearly basis, and the new location must remain unknown to individuals below the rank of Cloud Knight, Lieutenant, or Judge. 4. Do not mention Jinglu when conversing with this prisoner. Okay, so she's on the bad side of quite a few people. But it's interesting. I wonder how old she is. Is she in her same incarnation? So we know about Jinglu that she was one of Dan Feng's friends, right? There were like 4 of them. There was the general, Dan Feng, Jinglu, and some other guy that we've only like seen little glimpses of him. I don't know if we know his name yet. And I suspect that Jinglu is in the same incarnation as she was whenever it was, like 800 years ago, whereas Dan Heng has been reincarnated. But he was forced to reincarnate, so yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know much about her. Maybe she's like a bounty hunter or something. What I wanted to say about this is interesting. The story about this Borisan guy or lady. I mean, they've used gender neutral terms to describe them in this situation. Because it kind of it's an interesting reflection on what we think prison is for. Isra and I were just having this conversation the other day about whether people think of prison as a place for someone to be punished for their evil deeds, a place for someone to be held so they can't harm people anymore, or a place for people to be reformed, right? And I guess that's part of the reason why we have different levels of sentencing, right? Because some of the concept. I mean, I'm not an expert in this area at all. I know what a panopticon is because of my studies, and that's about it when it comes to having any kind of academic knowledge about prisons. But I do find the concept of them really interesting, and like the ways people are advocating for different types of imprisonment and how they're more effective and depending on the situation and stuff. So I guess that's part of the reason why we have different types of sentencing, because we want people who've committed minor crimes to be reformed and stop committing crimes rather than just being punished and then going on to commit more crimes later. But this person has obviously made such an enemy of the Foxians that the Foxians have an alliance partly based around this person being eternally punished. Not just kept captured. I'm presuming the punishment of the Forest of Swords is an actual type of like torture. I'm just guessing, but yeah. Okay, carrying on. The prisoner Mirage. Summary of crimes. This prisoner evoked mental anguish with its pheromone, named Smoke of Six Salaytana, to force tens of thousands of Shanzhou residents into Mara. Ooh, that's pretty fucked up. Tens of thousands. Detention method. This prisoner must be continuously confined within the straitjacket designed by Yingxing, ensuring that they are perpetually trapped in a hallucination created by itself. The confinement device must be maintained on a yearly basis, and the air filters in the cell must be intact and functional. Remarks. This prisoner is a Baviru modified by the denizens of Abundance, formerly known as Ita Anbaromo. While the cell is theoretically safe, a minimum of 20 Cloud Knights must be present to protect the craftsmen during maintenance. I'm really loving this. I hope you guys are finding this as interesting as I am. If you're stuck here and you don't care about this, I'm not going to do anything else after this. So I'm going to read this and then end the episode. So if you don't want to listen to any more of this, you can just go now. Thanks for joining me. Next prisoner, Blind Chieftain. Summary of crimes. A prominent merchant of the I don't know if you know this already. You probably do, because you've presumably by being here, you have watched 50-something episodes. But if you're new, I have dyslexia. And I'm okay with words that I'm familiar with, but new words are really hard for me because my brain shifts all the letters around. So just have patience with me trying to pronounce new words, please. Thank you. A prominent merchant of the Beladians, apprehended by the Alliance for attempting to obtain the secret of immortality through trade. Detention method. This prisoner must be confined in a completely soundproofed, vacuum-sealed floating prison. As per the deal between the Seat of Divine Foresight and the prisoner must assist the Ten Lords Commission at any time in verifying the truth of suspects' confessions. In return, they are granted 7 days of freedom each year. As the prisoner exhibits a cooperative attitude most of the time, their reasonable demands may be met to maintain their calmness. How does being vacuum sealed and then being allowed out for... I wonder if this person is related to Kafka and stuff. Remarks. The Beladians, the race to which the prisoner belongs, have limited visual capabilities and rely primarily on their acute sense of hearing for perception and communication. This individual in particular possesses exceptional auditory acuity? Is that how we pronounce that? Yeah. Enabling them to detect even the subtlest changes in sound. When conversing with this prisoner, a voice synthesizer is mandatory. Additionally, do not mention Jingyuan when conversing with this prisoner. I'm going to have to write down these names of these people that we need to... Where's my gaming book? Put it somewhere weird. Is this my gaming book? No. That's my D&D book. All my books look the same. I get the same notebook time after time. Because I like it. You use this notebook. It's the incorrect notebook. It just hurts my brain. So, there we go. I write down on the front of the notebook what they are. If you're curious how I tell the difference. So Jing Yuan. And then the other person was something Shao, right? Jing Liu. Just confirm that, but I'm pretty sure that I'm right about that. Jing Liu. Tang Shao. Tang Shao. Who are you? Jing Yuan. Who are you? Oh, Jing Yuan is the general, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Where am I? Okay. Prisoner, void existence. Summary of crimes. This prisoner has murdered 3,120 Xianzhou residents and consumed their victims' blood, successfully gaining immortality. What? The prisoner must be subjected to continuous exposure to intense light to force them into a state of dormancy. Remarks, this prisoner belongs to a short-life species from Nada, a pitch-dark astronomical object. The species' natural aversion to light ensures safe long-term custody. It's like a vampire. So he's like, the Xianzhou people have immortality in their blood, so I'm going to consume their blood so I can be immortal too. Fucked up! Prisoner, Shu Hu. Summary of crimes. This prisoner is accountable for numerous acts of invasion and associated war crime. Detention method, redacted. Love that. It's a secret. Oh! At present, we are unsure if he is the one sealed in the box or not. We will keep the box in the lowest level of the prison for now. It must not be opened unless authorized by the marshal and the 10 lords altogether. He's Schrodinger's prisoner. See, this is what I mean. It's like some of the best parts of this game are totally just in the weird shit you read. Fuck. That is so funny. Okay. Prisoner. Dream Eater. Summary of crimes. This prisoner is involved in multiple serious cases relating to stealing memories in various worlds and the attempted theft of the Arbiter General's memory. What? Detention method. This prisoner must be confined within the Sublime Heavenly Tome and other specially designed scrolls. These scrolls must be securely placed within a sealed box and never be opened. Remarked. This prisoner is a fugitive memo snatcher escaping from the Garden of Recollection. That's the freaky lady who snuck onto the train. Do it transfer it. That's obviously a typo of some kind. Back to the garden for now. Since it lacks a physical form, it poses no harm to the guards. Any peculiar occurrences near the box must be disregarded. It seems a bit foolish. Prisoner, Primus Immortus. Summary of crimes. Production of the elixir of immortality. Detention method. This prisoner must be eternally confined in 8-foot square cell constructed from celeste gold with walls no thinner than 7 inches. The cell must possess the following features: high temperature sterilization, an air filtration system, and the ability to administer calming gas. This prisoner is the first individual to attain immortality on the Xianzhou. Do not enter their cell. Do not converse with them. Daily observation using Ingenia must be conducted, and any changes to the prisoner's psychological condition must be recorded. The growth of limbs, wings, bones, spikes, or other bodily structures on the prisoner's body is considered normal and does not require reporting. However, if the prisoner shows any signs of awakening, they must be immediately reported to the marshal. Okay, that is fascinating. So, Crimes, production of the elixir of immortality. On the Xianzhou. I'm curious how the Xianzhou's history and the Foxian's history is different. And here we go. We've got prisoner, Imbibiter Lunae, summary of crimes, redacted, detention method, redacted, remarks, redacted. Oh, come on! Give us the goss! Give us the goss! Wow. That was so good to read. And I definitely will pick up whatever that is on the table. In fact, I'll just go stand near it so I don't forget about it next time. Love that. Love all of that history. Just gonna double check that I did get that right about who those people were. It's not gonna be there. Jingyuan. Yeah, okay. And I don't suppose we can find out. Former sword champion of the Lawful, the creator of the Cloud Knights, legends of undefeated might. Now her name has been wiped from the records, and she is a traitor of the Xianzhou, walking on the fine line between sanity and Mara-struck. Ooh. We didn't know that. Look what it says about him. The Divine Foresight, one of the 7 Arbiter Generals of the Xianzhou Alliance, leads the Cloud Knights of the Xianzhou Lawful. A student of the Lawful's previous sword champion, though not known for his martial prowess. I mean, he kicks ass. What are you talking about? I suppose he does summon a former general to do that. I was wondering where would I find information out? No. No. I'm trying to, if you're wondering what the fuck I'm doing, I'm trying to find the book that we read while we were in... while we were in that ghost maze. I might check that on the episode and just confirm here if I was right about that. I don't want to Google these things because sometimes they they give away too much. Like they'll be other information will be contained there on the website beyond what we're supposed to know. Yes, so next episode I will engage with what's happening here with this ghost hunting team. I'm quite excited about all the star candy I'm going to be able to get out of it. Oh, I'm so close to being able to do another warp. Actually, I'm not that close. Do I have... not quite enough. But I'll probably have enough by the next episode. Okay, that was a really fun episode. Thank you so much for coming along. A lot to do in the world of gaming, but I've got to go to bed. So thanks for joining. And on that note, I'll catch you next time. Oh dear. The humor of a child.